Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I'm going to show off the deck I'm using to beat this week's Mayhem in Minion Masters. And the master I'm bringing is Apep. And the reason I'm bringing Apep is because, well, he doesn't need to use energy or mana to use any of his skills, right? Setsu is another viable option, but Setsu's Blast Entry is a spell that needs 2 mana. So rather than Setsu, I decided to go for Apep, who gets 2 free cards, right? A free 2-cost card, a free 4-cost card, as well as Shield Totem. We'll see how this works out. Other than that, my deck, because Summonings gives you a creature of the mana cost equivalent to the spell you play, my whole deck is spells. Nothing but spells. So I have Last Stand, 2 Beam of Dooms, right? Chain Lightning, 2 Blind Dates. That way they'll summon a 5-cost minion and a 4-cost minion. Stun Blast to stun the enemies as required, and then Daggerfall to take out small, weak enemies. And then there's also Mana Puff Madness and Black Hole to fill things up. So let's begin. I've gotten to 7-1 at this point, so I just need 5 more wins to get to 12 wins. And I decided for these Minion Master videos, because they really go on for quite some time, right? And the first few matches tend to be quite easy. I decided to just focus my video on, getting those last 5 matches if possible. That way it's just more efficient for me when recording these videos, and yeah. So I should mention, I did my first attempt use Setsu, which Setsu is actually good, but I decided to try using Apep for this second attempt. And we'll see how it turns out. Yeah. Long story short though, the advantage of Setsu is that she, as a character, right, appears on the field and she can fire multiple shots. And because your whole deck is spells, she'll have rapid reload. The downside, of course, is the fact that she is a 2-cost card, so you have to use 2 mana to summon her, and then, that's mana that could be put into, let's say, a 4-cost card, Blind Date, or a 5-cost card, or even, a 7-cost card, or something similar. So the drawbacks made me decide not to use her. That's basically it. Alright, so let's start things off with Last Stand. Because the enemy took control of both bridges, giving me 7 Legionnaires to start. I think he's screwed. Yep, there we go. So, Black Hole definitely saved me this game, you know. It's such a hard counter to Magma Storm. So anyone who plays Mega Storm, as long as you have Black Hole, you've basically beaten them. I should also get into the habit of using Black Hole to counter Beam of Doom as well. That's one thing I haven't done yet. But there we go. With that, I'm at 8 wins. And there's just 4 more to go. But one of the problems with doing these Mayhems is there's always a long wait time once you get to around 7 wins. Because there's not very many people who have, well, that many wins to compete in the Mayhems. So you have a long wait time while the game tries to find you a match for a similarly leveled up opponent. But here we are.
Duel! Apep demands worship.
Darn. Totally missed! But there we go. Seize the advantage, and there's the win. So most of these fights are actually turning out to be really, really short. Which I guess it's a good thing. You know, I'm very rarely hitting even the second master level, you know. So it's usually just you get the access to the first master level. You'll never get access. It's pretty rare to get access to the second one, and I've never seen the third one yet. Actually, I think I saw it once in these 9 victories and 1 loss, and that was actually the fight that I lost. My opponent was very, very patient and just outplayed me. So it was, I guess, my mistakes that lost me that one match, as well as my opponent playing very well. The rest of these have just been pretty straightforward, fairly reasonably quick wins. I've probably more time waiting for a match than I do fighting them. here we are. Another battle, and this time my opponent took both bridges, giving me an easy way to kill them all off. So right there, his early card spam has put him really far behind, right? A huge aspect of this Mayhem is waiting for the opponent to play first and then countering what they do. Alright. Now this is turning a little bit messy. Because the problem is I just mucked up a bit at the start. So we'll see. Yeah. This swarm of bats is not a good thing. Here we go. Let's see. You. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm making mistakes now, and it's really costing me left and right. But despite that, it's basically over now. Enemies at 201 hit points. I just need to hit them with this Beam of Doom. And there we go. Another victory. So, 2 more wins to go. Just nearly there. Overall, it's been fairly straightforward for this Mayhem. Once I switched to this deck, the first Mayhem I had problems with, but now that I changed to this deck, it's become much easier. Alright, continuing on. Let's queue up for the 11th battle. Surprisingly low estimated wait time, it says. 10 seconds. I don't believe it. Maybe for people who are lower in the wins ranking. Oh, wow. It was actually right. 17 seconds.
A big applause there for our 2 masters and all of their minions.
And this time it's another Ravager. So he's holding back like me. We're just waiting to see what the opponent will do before we start off with whatever we need. So I'm just going to wait till he seizes both bridges before I drop. badly timed there. Wow, that crushed everything that I played. That was a little bit awkward. This looks good. Surprisingly, it's come back to even. What? Barely won here, but I got the win. Whew. That one was close. And that might have been against the person that I lost against, because I really remember that deck. That one actually went to the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is this guy that I lost to. Markop. If I bring up the replays... Yep, the green name, Markop. So, same guy with the same deck. His combination of Spirit Infusion with 7 cost cards worked out very well for him. So, but I got the win. And especially when the second Brutus comes out, that's where it gets dangerous. So maybe Ravager is a worthwhile hero in this because of the second Brutus. If the game goes that far you know, the second Brutus with that 2,000 hit points can win you the match.
Feel the might of Apep.
In any case though, I'm not going to play anything right now while I'm still regenerating mana. And I might as well take some damage to easily kill off that enemy. That's actually stun blasting. Oh. He got off a spell in time to really crush what I did. But that's okay. I have 4 of these mana puffs right now, earning me extra energy. He killed off 2 of them. That's okay.
Red is starting to feel the heat.
I'm going to burn down that fire ring. And it's over. I guess that guy had Xiao Long in his deck. Because every so often I saw a Xiao Long appear, right? Let's take a look. Yep, he had a Xiao Long, and he also had his the Arcane Golem of Milloween, both of which are not spells, so didn't pay off for him, I think. But there is the 12 wins with an Apep deck, and maybe you can use Ravager rather than Apep, right? Ravager, so whereas Apep is, I guess, about free summons via his 2 Gift of the Serpent Gods, as well as immunity to damage temporarily, Ravager would be about playing the 2 Ravagers as well as Frenzy, Feeding Frenzy. So both are equally viable, I think. It's an interesting choice. I'm not sure which one's better. But in any case, this Mayhem is done, and thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this useful. On that note, Nitro out.